Neakasa just gifted me their Airstep. This is a ramp plus air purifier plus litter catch, and I am so excited to put this to the test. Not only for Neakasa litter boxes, but really any litter box you have, whether it's automatic or manual, this should help a lot. Let's check it out. This is already looking so cool. It comes out of the box basically ready to go, and it has a quick start guide. And while I'll show all this in detail on the device itself, I really do like how simple it is, and it's very straightforward for installation and using and cleaning. Now let's check this baby out. First piece is you'll see it has the power button, and then it has your mode button. And for modes, Neakasa describes them as quiet mode, strong mode, and then max mode. So once I plug it in, we'll listen to those. And right here, you can actually add an additional step if you want to. Definitely not required. And that just pops right in. So it's almost like a cute little mini step onto the main step. But be sure you want that, as it's not as easy to remove. And then here is the bottom. Very clean. Mostly you're just seeing the ventilation for the air purifier, and it has these great little rubber feet so it won't slide around on any surface. And then the top here is nice as well. I like how sturdy it is. This isn't moving at all. This is a great size for all cats, and it has buttons on the sides to pop it open. Comes off really easily. And then right here, there are two things going on. This is your litter catch. So as the litter falls through and collects here, you can just swipe it all down into this little cup to dump. That is so nice. And then right here is access to your carbon filter, which you definitely need to take out and remove the plastic before first use. That is obviously a key step, and I am really liking this filter. You can actually see all of the activated carbon in it. They're all in almost like these hive-like hexes. Very, very different, quite impressive. And so all of the air is going to run through this, and this is designed to help manage odors, dander, anything in your air. It's going to really help take care of it, which I especially love with the Neakasa M1, since while it's dumping, it does have one moment where it opens up the dirty waste bin to the room. This is going to make quite a difference. Or at least I hope it will, and I assume it will. And past that, all I really need to do is plug it in. It comes with a 6-foot braided cord, and now it's plugged in and ready to go, so I'll turn it on. It starts it quiet. Now it does have a noticeable whir. Let me go to the next level. That is strong. And then the final level, max. Now when the air purifier is running, this is not being purified. It is just these parts right here. And so it's pulling in the air from where the litter box is, running it through that carbon filter, and then blowing the clean air out this front. So it's not going to impact your cat. It really is focused on dealing with any odors in the litter box, which is so cool. And when I take it all the way apart, you can actually see the fan in there as well. So very simple on the interior. Basic concept. It's very clean, exactly what I want to see. It really is all about this filter. And then the sound you're hearing is the whir of that fan. So here's my 14-pound ragdoll. Let's see if he steps on it or just jumps out of the way. He is very tempted to skip it, and that is actually okay, because it's still going to be deodorizing the space. I think he'd use it getting into the box, but he's less inclined to use it getting out of the box. He's young, he doesn't need it. I do think he'll use this with time. It's definitely a different thing to use one of these steps, and my cat doesn't have to use a step, so he's not used to it. I also think it is better for elderly kitties, kitties who actually need that help getting into the litter boxes, As you can see with the Neakasa and many other boxes, there is some height, so it's nice to have a step in, especially so they can look into it and not just jump blindly. Let me show you the height difference this gives. Now, my old kitty who just recently passed this past summer would have used this little step, which is almost 2.5 inches. And then from the little step all the way up is a little less than 4 inches. So the total there is 6 inches if you don't use that little step. And so that's a nice step up. And then from there, it's still 8 inches to get into the Neakasa drum, which is not bad. Any cat's gonna be able to stand on this and glance in there and make that easy jump. Now, I personally couldn't have this running even at quiet while I was sleeping, but where I keep my litter boxes is usually in our laundry room, where I don't care if this is running all the time. I would much rather prevent the smell, because the smell leaves the laundry room. The sound doesn't really. So this is really quite impressive. If you have a kitty that needs a step up, why not level up with a full air purifier as well, and such a clean design with that litter catch. This is one really nice step. Neakasa does it again with the Airstep.